Children, in the previous videos, we have learned about the respiration in human beings. Further, we are going to talk about the respiration in animals. So, when we very well know that respiration process involves the exchange of gases in the environment. If we look around, we can see a variety of animals with variety of body organs which help them in respiring. Okay, for example, there are animals respiring through their moist skin. There are animals respiring through their gills, aquatic animals, you can say. There are animals respiring through lungs, we mammals, of course. And there are animals respiring through air holes. So we're going to see some examples of all these animals today. Okay, we know some animals, they respire through different organs. Okay, so we are going to first talk about the respiration through cell membrane. Okay, in unicellular organisms like amoeba, euglena, paramecium, the exchange of gases takes place through a process called diffusion, and this all happens due to the cell membrane. The cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane where it allows certain substances or gases to enter the cell and to leave the cell. So with the help of the cell membrane, the exchange of gases takes place by the process of diffusion, where we know what is diffusion, right? The movement of the substance, or say the gas here, from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. Now animals like frog, earthworm, leech, they all respire through skin. If we talk about frog lives both on land and in water. Okay, so frog have a pair of lungs like human beings to breathe on land. Okay, but in water they breathe through their moist skin. Earthworm, they do breathe through the skin, which is again very thin and moist. Okay, so the exchange of gases takes place through the skin in earthworms. About leech, yes, here also the skin is thin and it is moist, so the exchange of gases again is through the skin. So remember the examples of the animals who respire through skin: frog, then you have earthworm and leech. Fishes and other aquatic animals have special organs of breathing called gills. These gills are found on both sides of its head. Okay, these animals, say the aquatic animals, breathe by taking in water through its mouth and sending it over the gills. Okay, the gills are covered here by an opening called operculum, and this operculum lets the water to pass through the gills. Further, the gills are well supplied with blood vessels. Okay, and these blood vessels of the gills extract dissolved oxygen from this water and send it to all parts of the body. Similarly, carbon dioxide is brought back by the blood into the gills for expelling into the surrounding water. Okay, so they take in the dissolved oxygen from the water with the help of gills, where you can say that the respiration is being done by the special organ called gills. Let's talk about respiration through lungs. Okay, here are some animals which respire through lungs. First one is frog, where we know that it is an amphibian and it lives both in water and on land. So when it is in water, it breathes through its moist skin, and when it is on land, it breathes through the lungs present in its body. Okay, also birds and other mammals like giraffe and all breathe through lungs. Let's see the respiration through air holes. Children, insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches have a respiratory system. consisting of a network of thin air tubes called trachea spread into the whole body of the insect. These air tubes have tiny openings called spiracles on the sides of their body. Oxygen-rich air enters the body through spiracles. This air now goes into the trachea, diffuses into the body tissues and reaches every cell of the body. Here, oxygen is used to break down the food to produce energy and carbon dioxide. Further, this carbon dioxide from the cell goes into the tracheal tube and moves out of the body through spiracles.